all the things I did since I've done them before.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage John S. Kadunis, CEO, Calamos Investments.
And thank you, baby. I wanna stop. And thank you, baby. Hey,
Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you to introduce one of today's European leaders. On behalf of the Concordia Council, I am honored to share the stage with Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras as he discusses the latest news and insights on a variety of issues facing Europe. Following a successful gathering of the Mediterranean leaders in Athens, Prime Minister Tsipras is here to share the latest developments surrounding policymaking, the state of the European Union from a Greek perspective. His dedication to rebounding the Greek economy and bringing together leaders is admirable. He's invested in the bettering of the lives of the average Greek citizens, while also remaining vigilant in solving issues faced by the greater European community. He is spearheading a campaign and is taking a hands-on approach to dealing directly with the migrant crisis that is challenging European countries and the world as a whole. In addition, he continues forward with strategies and programs that hope to have a long-term benefit for the people of Greece. His commitment of strategizing for Europe's future shows his underlying passion for partnership and power of common goal for success. Looking to the future, the Prime Minister is scheduled to be the keynote speaker at the first EU-Arab World Summit in November to facilitate a conversation surrounding the value of partnerships and cross-country economic collaboration. With economic partnerships, both members of the EU and Arab region hope to open a dialogue for progress, reforms that will considerably benefit both regions. As facilitators of cross-sector partnerships, it is critical to have a leader such as Prime Minister Tsipras to address our community, to share his efforts to facilitate and create strong border partnerships to promote positive social impact. It is our pleasure to hear directly from the Prime Minister on these related topics in order to demonstrate the importance of public-private partnership. Please join me in welcoming Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras.
Ladies and gentlemen, I very much appreciate the opportunity to speak before such a distinguished audience at this year's Concordia Summit. In my capacity as Prime Minister of Greece, I am particularly glad and proud that successful and esteemed members of the Board of Directors of Concordia are of Greek descent. The perspective of collaboration in facing domestic and global challenges, which is Concordia's strategic input, is as valuable as never before. And it is particularly useful to the European Union, which, although itself the historical product of political collaboration, has shifted the burden of solution of transnational crises onto national governments. And that, at a time that Europe has become the crossroads of three parallel global crises: the migration crisis, the security crisis spanning from Northern Africa to to the Middle East and the economic crisis. It was, in fact, the management of the 2008 financial and economic crisis that marked to shift to the logic of nationalizing collective problems. The recourse to the logic, not in my own backyard, avoiding necessary reforms to deepen integration in the social, economic, and fiscal domains, is the reason that Europe has not yet recovered from that crisis. To put it differently, Europe, pursuing a dogmatic austerity agenda on the initiative of the creditor countries of Northern Europe, has failed in what the United States, under a democratic administration, succeeded: to halt the crisis. The same logic characterizes the management of the refugee crisis. Many European Union member states have, in practice, denied relocation of refugees from the countries of first entry, mainly from Greece. However, in a wider environment of uncertainty, indecisiveness, and turmoil, Greece remains an anchor of geopolitical stability. And this is an indispensable condition for European stability. Greece's geostrategic value is indisputable for 5 reasons. First, we play a stabilizing role in the Western Balkans. Second, we serve a central role for Europe as a frontline country in the management of migration and refugee flows, located at the EU's most sensitive external border. Third, we are becoming a crucial energy, transport, and trade hub in a period where new routes of natural gas, as well as railway and maritime interconnections in the region, are being developed. Fourth, we pursue a multidimensional, active foreign policy, promoting stability and cooperation in our region and beyond our region. We're enhancing relations with traditional allies and friends while developing relations with emerging economies. And fifth, we are a pillar of stability and a credible interlocutor in the Eastern Mediterranean and the broader region, where the security situation, as everybody sees, is increasingly deteriorating. This is because we have developed relations with countries of the region on a bilateral, trilateral, together with Cyprus, and multilateral level. Ladies and gentlemen, last year Greece made bold and decisive steps to secure its internal political and economic stability. This year marks the turn of the economy from recession to economic recovery. Brexit is now history. Growth is now in sight. The Greek economy overperformed in 2015. We have been undertaking all the necessary growth-oriented reforms. We have created an investment-friendly institutional environment with stable corporate tax rates for 12 years for investments over 40 million euros. We have legislated a meritocratic and efficient public sector, breaking away from the past practices of clientelism and bureaucratic apathy. We are fighting every single day against corruption and against the oligarchic interests, which are connected with the old political system and prevented transparency and competition. However, for our country to enter the path of sustainable growth, our creditors should do their part in restoring the sustainability of our public debt. According to the agreement that we signed last summer, the time to do so is now, today, not tomorrow. By the end of this year, the concrete measures of debt relief should be specified and announced so that a clear, very clear signal is sent to investors and the markets that Greece is back, that the years of the crisis are over. By the end of 2016, the horizon should be cleared. Not after, but before the election year 2017 for major European countries. From my view, this is the indispensable condition for Greece to participate in the QE program of the European Central Bank and to return to the markets in 2017. And this is the responsibility of all international creditors. Debt easing will be the final curtain to a modern Greek tragedy. For that reason, no one has the right to hesitate or procrastinate. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. I'm very happy to be here with you in these crucial times for Greece, for Europe, and I believe strongly that you will continue to support our efforts to recover. Thank you very much.